Hello, my name is Tom Zeppenfeldt from Ophileon. I'd like to introduce to you a results chains editor. Before I go into to the functionality of this tool, I'll give you a little bit of background on what results chains are. A good resource for that is this document from the Canadian International Development Agency on results-based management. Basically, results-based management is a way of managing projects and programs in a lot of international development situations, and it's used for planning, implementation, monitoring and reporting of those projects or programs. Typically, when you look at these kinds of projects or programs, they implement activities that lead to generate outputs contribute to outcomes, and finally the goal of the project is the impact that you want to achieve in a certain population or geographical area or organizational environment. As you can see, it's really a network structures of activities, outputs and outcomes, but very often when you look at it, how it's written down, and that's, I think, in a lot of situations, because of the lack of other tools, you get into, you have to use some kind of Word or Excel format where you lose the direct link between activities and outputs. For instance, here you cannot really see which activity leads to which output, or which organization is responsible for a certain activity. So that's the reason why I started to work on other tools that would really allow you to maintain the network structure of a results chain and still be able to edit that data online or to share it with other people. So that's where we started the result chain editor. A network consists of nodes. Here I have two of them, one representing an organization and another one representing an activity, which are linked through links. This link is execute, so what I'm doing now is Ophileon is executing the activity of introduction of a result chain editor. Of course, this is a very simple one. When you really probably you want to add some new nodes. For instance, if I want to create a new activity, then I can link it to the organization. I can tell the tool that it is an activity and it gets some activity. So I can have that. I can also create nodes in the empty space, and for instance I can say, okay, this is person, and which is called Tom, and I can link them, and I can set the organization of the link as a works for link. I forgot this one. This has to be executes. So this is a very simple result chain, and even with other relations as well in it. But if we look now at a more real-life example, and this one is coming from the SIDA document that I just showed you. Okay, so this is normally where we are looking at, and if you can zoom in, you say, okay, well, I have here an organization which benefits from a certain output. This is really representing more of the situations. The yellow one are indicators. So for instance, the public feedback on energy needs are true is measured by the satisfaction rate of women. Of course, this one is really showing a lot of nodes. So that's why you can also filter them and say, okay, I only want to see now the organizations, and perhaps with the activities of these organizations. I can lay them out, I can create the layout, I can also set the layout on static so that it doesn't move, and now I can make a printout of this. I can make a screenshot. I can also display, for instance, just the outputs, the outcomes, and the impact. So this is my basic project logic. And I also can go into some kind of exploring mode. So for instance, if I want to show everything first, okay, but now I just want to look, okay, what's linked to CEDA, and I can start from there. And now it starts, just starting from one node, you can say, okay, what is happening? And so now, bit by bit, you explore the entire visualization. And I can even set that to, okay, I only want to see organizations, activities, and outputs. So now I have a more limited view. Of course, I can keep on editing it if I want to. I can keep on editing. I can save this. I can it's this visualization. I can save it as it is a text file, but the program reads it as a visualization, as a network, and it's completely online. So it's a zero install tool. So this was what I wanted to show you a little bit. Thank you for watching.